All right, and welcome everybody. This is Mark here in the United States, but I wanted to also welcome everybody out there because all the Canadians, because we want to do a special presentation for all those folks here in Canada. We definitely understand, the fact of what you're going through. We're here in the United States. We just had a big election, and right now we're very excited about the future. And this is a great chance for everybody out there to be able to really learn more about an amazing company along with gold and silver and how this can really benefit you and help you through really these tough economic times. And so the person who invited you here, I want you to, no matter what, I want you to give them a thank you because they thought enough of you to want to bring you on and let you see this information. And whether or not you see something here for you or not, we're not here to convince anybody or twist anybody's arm. But we do want to share with you something that I really feel is going to be very, very powerful information that can benefit you and your family and really leave a legacy. And at the same time, we're also going to hear from our CEO of our company in just a little bit. But I'm going to get started right away. I'm going to get right into going into this and explain exactly how this works. I'm going to start off by sharing a little bit about my story. I'm up here in the state of Maine, so we're on the border of Canada. So we can relate. Danielle, who's on here as well, her dad is from Canada. And so obviously we look at you all as really all, well, we might even be one country, so you never know. So I just want to throw that out. But the big thing that we have here is that we've got a way that we can go out there and bless and benefit and take care of ourselves. And so I'm going to get started. Our story, first off, as I was saying, was back beginning of COVID. We're looking at our bank account, and I'm now in my 50s, as is Danielle, and so retirement's getting close. And as we're looking at our bank account, it's literally going backwards. We were getting an interest-bearing account, paying extra fees for that, but we weren't even earning enough to be able to pay the fees for that account. It was crazy. So that made us really decide, well, what are we going to do? Well, we listened to Robert Kiyosaki, and I don't know if anybody knows him. Many people do. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a book that he's written. And anyway, he went out there and he was able to go out there and explain gold and silver and the power of that. So we went to a local gold and silver dealer, bought some, but there was no knowledge or education that came along with it. A few months later, Kathy, who's on here tonight, invited us to take a look at what you're about to take a look at, and it's completely transformed our lives. We've now been able to save more than we've ever been able to save. It's just been amazing. It's been a legacy for what we've been able to build for our family. And I want everybody to understand, I'm talking from the heart here. I'm just going to give you sincerity. So just take it for what it is and ask yourself these questions. Does it make sense to you? So the first thing I'm going to do is go right to our first disclaimer, which is basically saying I'm not a tax specialist. I'm not giving you financial advice, none of that stuff. We encourage you to go out, do your due diligence, read this disclaimer, and I'm going to get started. I think everybody would answer yes to this question. It's very hard for a lot of people to get by. Down here in the United States, we're talking about literally about less than, I think, 30% of the people here in the United States could not afford the basic living expenses, and that's pretty scary. You take a look at what's happening with the price increases. I can show you these stats, but I think we're all feeling it in our pocketbook, in our purse, in our wallet. Because right now it's just terrifying in terms of what's happening with the prices. They continue to go up, and it's all because of the printing of money. This is what's happened to the purchasing power of our dollar. Our dollar literally cannot buy what it used to be able to buy. Back in 1971, when Richard Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard, basically making our dollar being backed by nothing, that was really the beginning of the end. Our paper money has not been backed by anything. At one point, it was oil that we were making an agreement with Saudi Arabia on, but that's no longer the deal. So our dollar has nothing really giving it the value except people's perception of it. Matter of fact, I want you to watch this video on what fiat currency was because I didn't really know what it was. It's a real quick video, but I think it's very informative.
Have you ever wondered what gives that paper bill in your hand its value? The answer is fiat currency. Fiat currency is a type of currency that is declared legal tender by a government, but is not backed by a physical commodity such as gold or silver. In the past, currencies were backed by commodities like gold or silver, which meant that the value of the currency was directly tied to the value of the commodity. This was known as the gold standard. However, most countries have moved away from this system and now use fiat currency. Fiat currency is created by a government or central bank, and its value is derived from the faith and confidence that people have in it. In other words, people accept fiat currency because they believe that others will also accept it, and because they trust that the government or central bank will ensure its stability. However, this trust can be eroded if the government prints too much fiat currency, causing inflation. Inflation occurs when there is too much money in circulation, causing the value of each individual banknote to decrease. Nowadays, most transactions are conducted digitally, with fiat currency existing in the form of electronic credits and debits in bank accounts. So, the next time you make a digital payment or hold a paper bill in your hand, remember that fiat currency derives its value from the trust that people have in it. And if that trust isn't strong, well, your dollar won't be either. But gold and silver, now that's sound money, because they're tangible assets, meaning once they're yours, you don't have to use trust to pay for things. You've got real money, and that's value that hasn't gone away in over 5,000 years.
All right, all stuff I didn't know. Now, historically, and I'm not saying this to scare anybody, I want to really just be real with everybody. Historically, fiat currency has a 100% failure rate. It doesn't last. And you can take a look back in Germany, Argentina, Zimbabwe, and then Sri Lanka, Venezuela. You can go on and on. We're just on a bigger scale because the dollar is really the U.S. reserve or the world's reserve currency. And so for us, it just doesn't seem like anything that's fathomable. But it's true that it really isn't backed by anything. So silver and gold, what we found out is really the best way to be able to hedge against inflation because throughout history, it's always been able to maintain its value, maintain its purchasing power. And no matter where you go in the world, people are going to recognize it as something of value. You know, we hear about silver and gold, but no, we don't really know about it. At least that was the circumstance that I was in. And I know that a majority of people are in as well. And so we're really trying to figure out what do we do? It's really the best way that to go out there and hedge against inflation. And plus, if you look at it, it's where the governments and the financial institutions are putting all of their money right now. They're buying as much gold as they can, and silver, being an industrial metal, meaning they're using it to build the solar panels, the electric cars, and all that, is really the supply and demand issue. That's why these two have value. They're both finite resources. Now, take a look at this. This is pretty powerful. Take a look historically. Silver back in 1965. $1 and an ounce of silver were equivalent in value at that particular time. So if you had 2,500 ounces of silver or $2,500, either one, you could go in and buy a brand new car with that back in 1965. Go ahead to 2024. $2,500, I don't even know what that's going to be able to get you in a car dealer today, but 2,500 ounces of silver is 80 grand. That's two cars. Now, it's the same amount of silver, but look at what's happened to the value. Take a look at gold. It's even more extreme. 2000, it was $169,000 for 626 ounces of gold. You could buy a home with that at that time. 2024, that same 626 ounces of gold is worth $1.5 million. This is crazy. Imagine if we'd been taking it, and you know what? No one told us about this. But it's really, if you think about it, the safest and really the best way to be able to protect our money. Now, take a look at recent history up there in Canada. Let's just be real with everybody. You know, there were times that you had people getting their bank accounts frozen just because they were supporting something going on up there. So we have to go out there and remember, we have to take the protections to look out for ourselves. Now, you might have questions because I know I did, and I know Danielle did. We'd never been in this game before. Most people have never been in the game at all. And how to go about asking these questions, such as what do I buy? Who do I trust? I didn't know what to get. I actually had to get a guy who did do it, go out and buy gold and silver before, to hop on a three-way call with me and be able to talk to the dealer and tell me if it was a good deal or not. That's how I had to do it. I had no clue what I was doing. And then people are always getting mixed advice. They don't know who to trust. A lot of times there's minimums. You know, you see these great ads on TV. They look fantastic, but when you pick up the phone and call, you need like 25 grand minimum to be able to buy into them. And so it's really knocking most of the people out of the game, and that's where we want to change the game. 7K has put together a model that's allowing average everyday people access and education into this huge, tremendous field, and it's powerful. I'll tell you, because we're giving people access, we're giving them power at a time when right now our money is being played with by the powers that be and being spent like crazy, being printed like crazy, and really I feel that there's some sort of purpose behind it. But I'm not going to get into that. But that's why we're doing everything we can to protect our assets. And shouldn't you do the same? And shouldn't others do the same as well? See, here's our company, a little bit of credibility of our company, because a lot of people are like, well, I want to make sure I know who to trust. Our company founded in 2016. We were based out of Idaho Falls, Idaho. We have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, and we are a debt-free company. We're open in over 30 countries right now, and we offer a non-Me Too membership. What that means is nobody else has this. And we also are the #1 coin dealer in the world, as well as shipping more than 50,000 packages a month. This company is rock solid. We are backed by 4 founders who put together this company, as I said, back in 2016, and an amazing CEO who is a servant leader. He's going to be on here tonight. You're going to hear from him. I'm going to tell you why this company has it in place. That's really what I wanted to make sure of, is I want to put my name behind something that I know is going to be there, not behind something that, hey, is my money going to be there later on? This is powerful stuff. We're in over 30 countries right now, so you have access to be able to go out there and spread the word about this and bless people in all of these different countries. We're a global company, and we're continuing to expand our global reach. Now, what we teach people on are in gold and silver. There's 2 different types of gold and silver in clusters, I should say, or different types of categories. Bullion is where it's looked at for the price per ounce. This is where they're looking at, okay, well, how much is it for this? And it's not really something you can hold it in your hand. You can hold the metal in your hand. You pass it between people. And it can even be such different coins, such as this right here. You know, this thing right here. This is not a graded coin. Now, it's a form of a collectible coin because it's unique. But at the same time, what it is it's considered bullion, okay? Now, we also have collectibles. Collectibles are rare coins. These are actually currencies of sovereign nations. These have been looked at by experts and graded for flaws, and really each one that we're selling you are in perfect condition. There are some that are slightly less, but you choose if you want to buy those. And I'll tell you what, the collectibles of these have really been able to go out there and bless people over time. I didn't get the value. I didn't understand the value of collectibles at all. Matter of fact, the very first collectible that we had to get, that we got, we had to be convinced to get. And I'll tell you what, we're very glad that we did get it, because we paid $139 for that collectible, and we ended up selling it for $1,300. That was a very wise investment. I wish we had made more of that particular investment. But I'm going to tell you why. For many people who don't really understand the value of collectibles, I want you to just watch this real quick video that might explain a little bit more about it. And again, reiterate about collectibles, because some people are like, well, why would I want to pay more for that? Well, look at this Spider-Man comic book. There's nothing special about it. It's paper and ink. But that 12-cent comic book is now worth millions. Same thing with that Mickey Mantle baseball card that's made out of cardboard. The Star Wars action figure made out of plastic. The stamp. The Pokemon action figure card. I'll tell you what, it's unbelievable out there. These are worth millions of dollars because of the rarity, because of the story behind them. And we get exclusive access to our coins. We actually have coins minted exclusively by our company. This one in the middle here, beautiful, stunning. That's a piece of the USS Arizona on that coin. And we actually have a couple of these. I'm going to tell you, that's a blessing. That's a beautiful coin, limited mintage of those. Matter of fact, each coin represents the number of mintage of that coin represents the number of men who died on the Arizona, went down with the ship. So when you have one of those coins, there's some emotional attachment to it. It represents one of those fallen souls. So I want you to watch this quick video like I was telling you about just a second ago. This explains the value of collectibles and how it can really benefit you and leave a legacy for your family.
As you can see here, while the US dollar has lost its value over time, gold and silver have maintained their purchasing power. If you'd consistently purchased gold and silver bullion over the years, you would have negated inflation and maintained an average buying power. But what would have happened if you'd have bought collectible gold and silver? It begins with the MS-70 Silver Eagle. MS stands for mint state. It's a grading system. An MS-70 coin means the coin is in perfect condition. If you'd purchased one MS-70 Silver Eagle every month since 1986, you'd be sitting on a $1.2 million portfolio, and it would have only cost you between $50,000 and $80,000. That's why we call it the $1.2 million mistake, because most people didn't buy them. What's crazy is that's what the coin the US Mint makes millions of every year. What would have happened if you focused on even more exclusive, unique, and rare modern coins? Here are a few examples of the track record for a few more unique and exclusive coins that we've offered through the years. A 2004 Tiffany art coin sold originally for around $100 with shipping and is selling in the market today for between $5,000 and $10,000. If you didn't get one, that's at least a $4,910 mistake. The Julius Caesar 7K exclusive from 2021 sold for around $360 with shipping and is selling for between $950 and $1,100 today. If you missed it, that's another $550 mistake. And here's the Montana Butterfly from the 7K Autosaver program that sold for $150 with shipping. Today, it would cost you around $1,200 to get one. That's another $1,000 or so mistake. Now sure, those are great performers, but that's a portfolio of around $10,000 with only a few coins and a fraction of the cost. With time, the power and potential of collectibles are real, and we're on a mission to help you avoid the potentially $1.2 million mistake of not adding them to your legacy.
I said, that's a bummer. You know, they tell you not to live with regret, and then they tell you, boy, you just screwed up. You lost $1 million. You could have $1 million if you'd have known this. We didn't know this stuff. Thing is, we know now, and we can still do something about it because the masses don't know. And the way that we can actually help people to get their hands on collectibles and get into that sort of disciplined savings like you just heard about is through what we have as our autosaver program with the mentality of pay yourself first. That makes sense. We're paying the bill collectors. We're taking care of everybody else's bills, helping to fund their lifestyle. Why not set aside a little bit for us? We should be number one priority before anything else. And this is a great way to do it because we're putting our money into assets that are appreciating, not keeping it in paper money that's depreciating currency. So I want you to really take a look. This is what you're actually going to get with your membership. It's a recording I made just a little bit ago. When you get your 7K Metals membership, you're going to get your own self-replicating website that's going to look just like this, and it's going to be up and running immediately. On this site, you're going to be able to go to our products page, and on this page is where you're going to be able to shop and get some of the best prices on silver and gold bullion that are out there. Now, anything that you find in this page is going to be shipped to you at your home, but there are other ways in which you can also get your hands on gold and silver bullion. In here, you're going to find a whole series of different collectibles as well. And over on the left, you're going to see a menu where you can look at all sorts of different bullion that you can go in and collect for yourself, and some very, very good deals as well. Now, the other thing you can do is once you've logged into your account, you're going to be able to go in and see what's called your Sound Money wallet. Now, this is a wallet where you can also go in and get access to gold and silver, and you're going to be able to click on this and be able to see literally the different sorts of metals that you can buy. There's 4 different types. There's gold and silver eagles, and then gold and silver bars. And here you can buy in fractional amounts, as little as $1 and as high as $1 million or more. There's no minimums or maximums here. The physical metals will be set aside in a vault for you under the highest security protections and fully insured. You can choose to have these metals sent to you at your request, or if you decide, you can liquidate them at the touch of a button if you need to have cash in your hand. You even have the ability to be able to go in and gift gold and silver to friends and family, which is quite a powerful asset. In addition, you're going to be able to go down and see our training section. And in this section, it's going to take you to where you can see the buyer's certification and the collector certification training, along with many other trainings as well. These are going to teach you what you need to know about how to go about buying bullion to meet your goals and needs. Same thing with collectibles. I didn't really understand the value of collectibles. Initially, I didn't even want collectibles until I started learning more about them, and they've been extremely profitable for me and Danielle. So I can tell you there's a lot more within this. When you come over here to your benefits, you're going to see an entire list of your benefits that you can go through and with instructions on how to set up each and every one of them. We're here to help you, most importantly. We want you to succeed. We want you to have the most bang for your buck out of this 7K Metals membership. All right, so that kind of gives you an idea how that works. Now, one of the other benefits we have that Danielle did a great description on is our stack and sell benefit. This is another benefit you're going to get with this 7K Metals membership. So watch this quick video, and this will explain exactly what that is.
When we first got our membership with 7K, we had to be convinced to take part in the monthly auto saver, the disciplined auto savings. We're so happy that we did because I'm going to show you. Initially, we didn't know what we were going to do with these collectible coins. We're like, how do we sell them if we want to sell them? Well, 7K ended up launching this amazing platform called Stack and Sell, where we can go in and we can actually scan our coins. They all have a barcode, and it acts as your inventory, so you can keep track of your coins. It's an appraisal, so it tells you what the current market value is, And it's also a marketplace where we can buy and sell the coins. Now, I'm going to show you what happened with that first coin that we had to be convinced to get. We got it in December of 2020. We paid $139 for the Montana butterfly. Already today, the market value is up to 1,054. Now, I can't guarantee what any coin is going to do, but I can tell you from our experience, diversifying in the collectibles has really made a huge impact in our offensive approach with gold and silver.
All right. And so there's many more benefits as well. With your autosaver, you're going to get what's called the 7K Advantage Discount Buying Program. This is a program you can go in and literally you can travel discounts like you would not believe. And in the US, there's deals in hotels or restaurants and things like that. But internationally, in Canada and all of the other countries as well, you can save a good amount if you do any traveling. Look at these. And I was even looking at stuff earlier on today. This trip over on the left, we saved $263 on that one. Over on the right, almost $500 on these. These are off some of the lowest price sites online. And then this one up top, you can see that literally for less than the price of a bucket of beer by the pool, we were able to get a quality room overlooking the Strip in Vegas. These are just some examples. This has paid for our membership multiple times over. You have access to this. And so I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm just trying to let you see, hey, there's value here. Don't try and figure everything out. Just know that when you get this, you're going to have something that's going to be fun to play with. It's going to benefit you and your family. So let me reiterate some of the membership benefits. First off, you're going to get your own personal website for e-commerce that you can send friends to where they can shop as well, or special member pricing for yourself. You also have access to gold and silver bullion at some of the best prices. You're going to have the Sound Money wallet. That's that digital wallet that I was describing for you, where you can go in and you can literally have the ability to buy gold or silver with no minimums or maximums whatsoever. You also can have that metal stored for you under the highest security and fully insured. Now, this is important. I'm just going to mention this. I'm not exploiting anything regarding what's happened in the world today, but we know of someone who's a friend of ours who actually lost her metals that she had in a house fire. It wasn't in the California fires, but it was in another fire in the past in San Diego, and her house and all of her metals were lost in that because of the heat of the fire. So just imagine, people say, I want to keep it at my house. Look at what just happened, unfortunately, in California. You want to make sure, again, you're protecting your assets. Storage for your metals, especially with this protection, is outstanding. Instant liquidation, so you can turn it back to cash if you need to right away. And you can have the metals shipped to you if you want to hold them instead of having them stored for you. You even have the ability to gift silver and gold to friends and family. Now think about this. One of the folks that we just brought on as a member here in Maine owns themselves a cattle farm. A wonderful lady. But now think about this. If everything kind of went kaput with all of the economic system around us, we can go and gift silver or gold to her because she's a member, and she might be generous enough to maybe gift us some meat. And I hope that people can understand that. I'm using it according to the way that I have to word this, is gifting to friends and family. We also, buyer certification, those 2 trainings that I just showed you right there, those are outstanding. They're going to teach you so you know what you're doing. A lot of people just don't act because they're like, well, I don't know what to buy. When you get in, they're going to teach you the 5 reasons about why to buy gold and silver. And you're going to say, okay, that's me. Then they break it down, telling you specifically what you want to get and why, based upon your goals and needs. It's strong. It's excellent. Discipline auto savings program, like I just talked about. You have that discount buying program as well. You have the stack and sell platform that Danielle talked about. We have first access to our rare collectibles, some of the most beautiful, stunning collectibles that literally have limited mintage. That one that you saw, that Arizona one, the Pearl Harbor one, that sold out literally in a matter of less than 10 seconds. And there are collectors out there in the world who wanted to get a copy of or get their hands on one of those coins, but they couldn't because 7K Metals members had first access and they bought it before it could even get outside the company. That's pretty great. Now, let's tell you about the 3 memberships that we have here. There's 3 different ones, and you cannot go wrong with any of them. You have the basic membership. Now, the basic is a great foot in the door. It's $149. You're going to get some silver with that as well. And right now, until the end of the month, with each of these memberships, you're actually going to get a JFK collectible coin that right now is actually valued more than the basic package is. That's pretty outstanding. There's no way to lose there. In the basic membership, you can store up to $1,000 in silver and gold in there, so you can buy as much as that before you have any fees. And you can store up to 10 of the collectibles in that stack and sell platform that I talked about. Now, in the VIP package, this is an annual membership. It gives you a lot more benefits, though, because now you can store up to $50,000 in the vault without any fees. It's going to renew each year at $269, but each time that it renews, you're getting a collectible with that as well, collectible silver. Now, up to $50,000 you can store, as I mentioned, and now you also have an unlimited number of collectibles that you can put onto that stack and sell platform. Now, if it's in the budget, the Legacy VIP is the best way to go because this is, in a sense, a lifetime membership. You're getting silver with it. There's no renewal ever on that membership. And you can store up to $50,000 in metals in that vault. I'm going to tell you that right there has paid for our membership for the past 4 years. It's unbelievable. The unlimited coins you can put in stack and sell, and with this particular membership, you can actually go out and earn a 1% metals bonus for everybody that you personally refer to this membership. When they go into that Sound Money wallet and they make a purchase of gold or silver, you're going to get a 1% matching bonus in your wallet just for being the one who referred them to it. It's not going to come out of their share. It's just really a thank you for being the one who referred them. And I'll tell you what, that is added up. That's paid for our membership too. Unbelievable. Now, I'm not making any predictions for anybody. I'm just telling you. And you know what? I would tell somebody sitting right in front of my face, if you don't see it, you don't have to do it. You're not going to affect our friendship whatsoever. But we've got something here that's of value that we can bless people. Now, one of the other ways that we can do it. So that's our membership. And I want you to ask yourself, does it make sense? Do you see value in that? I can go through, again, all the savings that we've had, but most importantly, it's important for you to be able to at least see the potential for value. And we encourage you to use the membership benefits. One of the other things that we have the ability to do, though, is to go out and bless others. See, we spread this business by word of mouth. There's no advertising for it. There's advertising to go out and dump the money out up front and hope the ad works. In this model, we get average people like us to share the information, and we can actually earn by sharing it with others. One of the best ways that we can earn is by earning free gold. Watch this quick video.
What is Instant Gold Pay? It's the brand new 7K customer acquisition program that pays you directly in gold. Whenever you refer a new customer membership to 7K, we will instantly pay you either $20, $40, or $80 in fractional gold, sent to VaultMax and instantly shown on your Sound Money dashboard. We'll say that again. Instant gold. The minute your new customer referral finalizes their purchase, gold is sent directly to VaultMax on your behalf. So what's the catch? Well, you do have to have your Sound Money and VaultMax accounts properly set up first. But once that's done, there's nothing to stop you from getting out there, sharing 7K with someone new, and collecting an instant gold payment. We're ready. Are you?
I mean, that is unbelievable. We can actually go out there and be able to earn free gold just simply by referring people to this membership. And I don't know if she's out there, but Kristen Nagel, who's on here, and I do see her out here. Let me just make sure that she's available. If you're able to just unmute yourself briefly, Kristen. Actually, I'll come back to you real quickly. Are you there?
I'm here. Yep.
Okay. Just tell quickly, not your whole story yet, because I'm going to come back to you, but how much have you been able to earn in gold just by referring people to this membership?
Oh, over almost 2 ounces.
Almost 2 ounces of gold just by referring people. That's unbelievable, everybody. There's people out there saying, you know what, I can't afford gold. Refer people to this membership and you can get some gold. I'm going to come back to your story in just a few seconds, Kristen, so hang in there, okay? Now, there's also, the best part about this, everybody, is that there's a back-end way that we can also earn cash flow. See, we need cash flow to get through our lives. We need to go out there and pay the bills and stuff like that. And this is done through team sales, through team shares. Let me show you this other video. It's going to show you exactly how that part works. Watch this.
So you want to learn more about how you get paid for sharing? Smart. There's nothing worse than the emotional pressures of not having enough money to pay the bills or be able to live the life of contribution. So right now, I'm going to show you how your life is about to change financially forever. It's super simple and it goes like this. First, you just need to choose which option you like and start sharing. You can't go wrong with any of them, and they all put silver in your hands immediately. The first is the basic for $149 and comes with some limited access. $269 gives you VIP access to things you might want as a customer and is good for 1 year. $599 gives you a legacy VIP access and includes an additional way to earn through something called the Sound Money Affiliate Medal Bonus. Simply pick one and start sharing. When you refer your first 2 new customers, you will immediately have 2 teams that will now be qualified to earn commissions. For simplicity, let's call them the right team and the left team. Every time a basic starter option is purchased in your organization, you earn 20 share plan points. A VIP earns you 50 points, and a legacy VIP earns you 150 points. In order to get paid, you'll need to accumulate 500 points on your right team and 500 points on your left team to earn a $500 commission check and become an associate. For those who really want to make an impact and earn additional income, we have different levels of achievement. And the higher your level of achievement, the higher your check. When you achieve the rank of associate, you can earn up to $500 per week. As a copper, you can earn up to $1,000 per week, and as a bronze, you can earn up to $2,000 per week. Our silvers can earn up to $3,500 per week, and our golds are eligible to earn up to $7,000 per week. Executive golds can earn up to $10,000 per week, and our presidential golds can earn up to $12,500 per week. Share, earn points, and get paid. It's as simple as that. Now, let me ask you something. How much different would your life be if you could earn additional income? What would you do? Would the financial pressure be gone? How big of an impact could you really make? You can almost feel the weight lift, can't you? Now, remember, you can accumulate points for each new customer in your organization, but you don't just earn points on new customers. For each monthly autosaver anyone in your organization purchases, you earn additional points based on which option they're receiving. In addition to that, there are many other coin options on your personal websites, as well as exclusive coin sales called coin drops and other special offers that carry points. So, whether it's a new customer joining the 7K family or coins sold, you earn points. That's all there is to it. So here's what I want you to do now. If you like our story, grab one of the options to get started, then share it to work towards getting paid. If you just like the idea of buying gold and silver and you want to make it extremely easy on yourself, join the 7K family and start stacking with the Autosaver program. Either way, you win. Click the button below now and take the next step to changing your future forever. Welcome to 7K, where we believe in you.
All right, so I just want to say this. Right now, what we're going to do is I'm going to have actually some stories of people that we had asked to come on and share real quickly in a minute or less, please. I want to first start off going out to Tony Taylor. Tony, if you can kind of share real quickly how 7K has impacted your life, we'd love to hear it.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Mark. That was awesome. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I got the call about 3.5 years ago during a very difficult time that we were all going through in the world, but especially up here in Canada. It was well, in a word, it was a nightmare. And my husband and I are serial entrepreneurs, so we don't get too shaken up about stuff because we do tend to roll the dice. So, I mean, we've lost everything, not just once, but twice. But I was getting very concerned because I'm not really interested in any government overreach, taking what we've worked so hard for the third time. And so we weren't really sure what the answer was. We didn't trust what was going on with the banking institutions. We didn't trust clearly what was going on with our government decisions. And that call was such a gift. It was such a gift and a blessing. And it has absolutely changed the course of our lives into the fact that, as I always tell everybody, I can sleep at night because that's what this membership gave us, was peace of mind. And so that's been like it's been truly a gift. And so I always say to everybody, 7K brought me to the door for gold and silver, for pure self-preservation. But once I walk through that door, it's just so much more than just a gold and silver company. This is a community. It's a company that really is trying to make a difference in the world. And And I couldn't have landed in a better place. So I am sharing it as far and wide as I can with my fellow Canadians and other friends that I have in the world to show them that there is such great possibilities and there is hope. And we are
Awesome.
on. So thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. Kristen Nagel, if we can go out to you, you give us your story in about a minute or less, that would be awesome.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't realize if I wasn't muted. All the baby stuff in the background. Yeah, that's right. Okay, minute or less. I was a former nurse, lost my job without a backup plan, and watched way too many other people lose their jobs without a backup plan. And I get, I've shared my story before. I would take it back because I get kind of almost like bashful sharing about the instant gold pay, and I don't know why. Because every time I open up my Sound Money wallet, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I own this gold because of 7K. 7K is the only reason that we own gold in our home. And through instant gold pay, through the 1% referral bonus, through even the loyalty points with getting like the half-gram gold coins, like the only reason we actually even own gold is because of all the benefits they provided for us. So every time I open up my Sound Money wallet, I'm always like, oh my gosh, like I didn't put any of that in there. Like it's like mind blowing to me. It's so incredible. So kind of like different from the story I usually share, but it's funny because I get shy of sharing, but it's actually the greatest gift that we can have for those that lack cash flow or different options, because it's a gift. It's just given to us, and it's beautiful when it's utilized. And I'm so thankful to be a part of this.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Dan Youngworth, are you out there, Dan?
I am, Mark. Hello,
Dan, would you
hello.
mind sharing your story in about a minute or less, roughly, please?
I'd love to. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. I currently own a contracting firm, general contracting firm. But before that, I was in banking, and I managed a branch for 5 years. And that was through the financial meltdown in '08. It really concerned me that the answer to that was to print a whole bunch of money. And I thought that's not sustainable. And so we really started to get concerned, Janine and I, about how are we going to protect some of our assets. And gold and silver kept coming up with that, but we did nothing because we didn't know what to do. And when Tony Taylor reached out, it was a godsend, because a 7K membership checked all of those boxes and more for us. And we got way more than we bargained for. 7K Advantage, you guys, last May, we went to Vegas and saved over $900 on that one trip alone. We came for the Sound Money wallet, and we've stayed for this community because the support is absolutely amazing. We absolutely love it. Can't wait to do more.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dan. That's a great story. I agree. We've saved a lot there too. And lastly, before we go to our CEO, Laura Riddick. Laura, would you mind coming on and sharing what your experience has been like in a minute or less, please?
Yeah, for sure. I was 23 years in financial institutions, 2 different credit unions, mostly frontline and business, and then into IT. So I saw a lot of the crazy changes happening with the regulatory requirements. Started to get a little nervous about that, dug a little bit deeper and really realized that banking is quite nefarious, like, to be quite honest. And it wasn't aligned with my soul at all. And I was totally lonely, you guys. I was working from home with a hoodie, like sitting at my desk like some kind of weird hacker person. And I really just needed people. So I had this cry out to God in 2021 that I just needed to find the others, people that were focused on solutions, people that wanted to build something really amazing. And I, didn't discover 7K until about September 2022. I heard it on a podcast because I was praying for a solution. I, like Dan, knew that there were problems and I needed to have some savings. So I saw a podcast, and then I remembered Tony was posting on social media just information about gold and silver, like we're all doing now. And I said, I really hope this is the company you're talking about, because this company sounds amazing and they have all of these ways I can buy gold and silver. She said, yes, it is. So in 2022, I started saving for myself and then realized there's more of me out there. My motto is find the others. Find the others who focus on solutions. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm so grateful for this company. It literally brought me back to life. So thank you for asking. I really appreciate it.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that, Laura. And now what I'm going to do, everybody, is I'm going to bring on our CEO, Mr. Jayson Arfmann, to take about 10 minutes or so to talk to you as the guests here and what he sees as the future of our company. And Jayson, I'll hand it over to you, sir.
Awesome. Thank you, Mark. And thanks everybody for those amazing stories. And we love hearing. Goosebumps are everywhere, right? I love hearing the stories from all of you because you guys, that's what we set out to do 8 years ago. 8 years ago, we set out to help average households not only have access to gold and silver, but to be empowered to learn about gold and silver. We empower them with technology. We empower them with, with the things that we've created, the Sound Money wallet, the Stack and Sell. These things you'll learn about, but I want to let you know why we did it and what we see in the future. We did this because we knew that gold and silver was a rich man's game. Major countries of the world have bought gold and silver to hedge against inflation, against uncertain times. Banks have done this. Wealthy individuals have done this. We've seen the gold and silver business and we looked at it and we said, this has been a viable business for over 500 years. The challenge with the gold and silver business, it was old and outdated, and it was catered to the very wealthy people of the world. Meaning if you were buying big quantities, that's who these companies catered to, is the big buyers. And we came in and we said, what if we flip this on its end? And what if we change this so that every single household, and even the buyer that wants to just buy one coin a month, can actually have the benefits? And we build a community of like-minded people, and we go to the masses. We don't keep it a secret, and we actually educate them and empower them. And we bring technology along the way to make it easier for them to understand, easier for them to, buy fractionally in Sound Money wallet, to be able to save, even if they have a very small budget to do so. And also, we want to share some of our profits with you. And we said, this is a member to member asset referral based marketing business, where the only way that we go and the only thing we pay in our marketing fund is to our members who share their great experience they've had with 7K with others. And I love to see this community just continue to grow on a global scale. We're in all 50 states. We're in all provinces in Canada. We've just expanded into Europe, and we're just getting started, you guys. We've been at this for 8 years. We're a successful business out of Idaho Falls, Idaho. And our goal is to bring hope to as many countries as we can. We want to be a household name. We want to help average households have an above average experience when buying gold and silver. In fact, we want to help them to make above average income when it comes to member referral marketing, and help the non-professional win. And so if this resonates at all with you, if you're interested in anything in stacking assets, getting some knowledge about how to buy gold and silver, be empowered, earn an additional commission just by referring other friends and family to an experience that you love, this is the company for you. You guys, we're one of the fastest growing in this segment because we've really done it the right way. We've brought value to the consumer, value to our members. We built this amazing community of 7K family, like-minded people, and we are people helping people. And that is, if you haven't experienced it yet, we invite you to experience it with us. Jump on board with us. We want to know your name. We want you to feel significant in life. We want you to have significance in your life in the things that you do. If the only thing you get out of this is you get more gold and silver in your household, that's great. We hope you take advantage of all the membership benefits, and we hope that you want to share this with your friends and family, and we hope to see you and get to know you and meet you, right? And we want to hear your story, because this is really what this is all about. It's about people helping people. And I'll tell you, from the founders to the executive team here at 7K, we have a mantra: we believe in you. We actually love, we start all of our meetings with our members and our customers as our number one priority in every decision we make. You guys, all of you, even if you've been with us for a while, or if you're brand new, or if you're just looking at us to come in and start a new membership, you're our number one priority here. And I want you to know that, and everything revolves around bringing value to you in this membership. So the future is bright. Our goal, you guys, is, we've shipped tens of thousands of packages We do everything internally. We ship from our facilities. We have amazing shipping staff. We've got our own print material. We've got our own marketing department, customer service, everything. We've got our guys. Do you guys even know that we even have our own policy department, legal department, and we have our anti-money laundering department? We do everything to the book, okay, to ensure that we are doing things the right way for the long-term longevity of this company. We don't take shortcuts. We don't skirt around things, and we bring the value to you. We've got an A+ credit rating. We've got with the Better Business Bureau, we've got one of the best grades out there, you guys. We're doing business the right way because we believe in you as the ones that are going to share this to the world. And we want to take this message to the world. So we invite you to do that. Come learn about, gold pay, how to get free gold, how to get gold and silver fractionally. We've got a lot to teach you. This is a lot of fun. We have fun every single day in the office because we're blessing lives around the country. And we'd love to invite you to experience what it looks like to be a part of an amazing culture and an amazing community. So thank you to all of you. We love you. Those of you who have been with us for a long time, we appreciate you. And to all of you who are brand new, we hope to see you and get to know you better. And I want to be the first to say welcome to the 7K family. So Mark, back to you. Thanks for having me on tonight.